I'm Roshan Tyagarajan, I'm 35 years old. I've played basketball for the last 22 years. And I'm trying Tai Chi for the first time today.
I'm Avinash. I'm 63 years old. I've been studying martial arts for close to 53 years now. I'm a Shifo in Tai Chi, which means headmaster.
There's a gap between your concept of strength and what strength really is. And you don't need the muscle to do all the work. You can use your skeletal structure and the energy within you to be able to do that too. So I think Tai Chi will plug that gap.
By the end of the session, Roshan will realize that energy is strength by itself.
I initially fell in love with cricket and I thought I was good at it, but I was the only person that thought I was good at it. So that became a problem, and then I tried basketball. Stuck on for it for 22 years now. I play for this club called the Indranagar Basketball Club. So the top 10 teams in the state play in a division, and we're one of them. I had this ACL tear about 10 years ago, and so I put on a lot of weight. I was 115 kilos about 10 odd years ago. And I had to lose weight, so I just started doing free weight training at some point, then started running, cycling, squash, badminton. Yeah, I still do all of those things very regularly. Not much, to be honest, but I feel like I've heard that it is a form of martial arts. It's a little different from the conventional idea of martial arts. What we've seen so far in pop culture to movies, it's very slow moving, and it's usually directed towards the elderly, because that's the demographic that's usually seen on TV, at least, doing it. Excited. Will I like it enough to continue to do it? And two is, if I did, how am I going to incorporate those things into my sport altogether? I'm very curious to see what he can teach me in that limited amount of time that he gets.
I've been studying martial arts for close to 53 years now. My specialization is Tai Chi, Daoyin, Lenggong, and Qigong. So Tai Chi is an internal martial art. Daoyin is about internal organ functioning. Qigong is all about internal energy, and Lenggong is internal orthopedics. So I combine all this and as a part of my system. Tai Chi is like a dance form. The only difference probably is you can say it's dancing with Qi or pranic energy. It's meditation in motion. It gives you tremendous control of your mind and body. It helps you to move molecularly. I'm excited. If one person gets convinced, for me it's a battle won. Welcome to the Chenjiao Tai Chi Kung Fu School, India chapter.
Thank you very much. I've heard
Pleasure.
a lot of good things.
I heard a lot of good things about you too. My first impression was, oh, that's strong. You know, I'm not physically strong, and he's there all toned, and there was something very organically very strong about him. There was good chi, strong chi in him.
What is Qi exactly to a common person? Like, what does Qi mean?
Chi, I think you can call it the pranic force in the body.
Okay. But it stems from what? Like when you say pranic force, where exactly is it coming from?
It comes from the Tantian, which is the place, it's in the lower abdomen actually, the entire region.
What stops people from feeling chi in like regular day to day?
I don't think most of them even experience chi to stop the
But
feeling.
even though it exists within them?
It exists within them.
But they don't experience.
No, but they don't
really?
experience it.
Why is that?
It's very evasive and elusive, so to speak.
Okay.
It's not something that it's not so tangible. Tai Chi basically means yin yang.
Okay.
It means all
Right.
that
Got
is
it.
balance in the universe. So the whole concept is to have this balance within us and to try and merge this balance with the universe.
Okay.
That is to bring the external chi and the internal chi as one, to bring them together. I'll show you a form for you to see how Tai Chi looks.
Okay.
How an internal Tai Chi form looks. And then I think we'll demonstrate, then make more sense.
Okay.
You know?
The demonstration that the entire team did, which was brilliant. They were all in alignment, they was all in sync. Something just felt right. Yeah, sure, I mean, people could possibly look at it and say they're just dancing. But you could feel there was a little charge in the air.
So Roshan, that's small form of Tai Chi. I'm showing you how in Tai Chi we absorb from nature. We absorb Chi. Let's say, pushing me now slowly, right? Look, look, it's just organs inside. Okay, I'm going to try to change my leg and I'm going to come back. Look. Okay, you keep pushing.
I'm just tired. It's like wait, how are you doing this though?
You wanted to see transmission of Chi, so I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to push you now. I'm not be able to look, okay? Look.
When he wasn't in the chi space, it was easy. Like I could hold him off. Second he got into it, it's not like you could see him put any more force. It's not like he did more. He just did different.
Now I'm going to transit. Now the Chi is inside and you're out.
And I was immediately backed off. I really couldn't push him at that point.
I'm going to feel you. Look, this feeling is different, right? Now
Yeah.
very gentle. Sorry.
Yeah. That feeling is different. And let's do that again. I squealed on camera. I felt incapacitated. And with all the strength in the world, I couldn't do anything to him in that space.
Whatever I asked, he did, and he did it to his best. At the same time, he tested me. So I knew that but for my Chi, I wouldn't have been able to win on any of the factors with him. So now I want you to strike it here from up as hard as you can. Yeah. Oh, okay.
With the chi?
With Chi, whack it. Yeah, harder. Yeah. There.
I need to go to work.
And the hands are normal. Taking those whacks from the stick, none of that would have been possible but for that. Or taking his punch. Oh, his punch is very strong. So let's do a punch.
No?
Yeah. No, come on. No, just go. Yeah. Yeah. Believe me, but for my Chi, if I had not had that firewall, I think I would have ruptured something inside.
One of those blades that he used was He used it like he was working with a thin sheet. And I lifted it and it was about 10 odd kilos. Yeah, no, that's not weightless. Like literally 10 odd kilos. And I wasn't able to skype through like he was able to move it around. No, that's too heavy. No, I'm not.
To me, flexibility is about organ flexibility, ligament flexibility, joint flexibility, bone flexibility. So I'll show you what is bone flexibility. Okay, look, just stand straight. Don't move at all.
He's separating himself. He's telling me that this is the distance between my arm, like one arm distance from his shoulder to the fingertips, and he's moved a foot back. His shoulder hasn't moved an inch, and yet he gets the same reach without. So apparently, with Tai Chi, you can move your joints as well, and I could hear it dislocate and come back into place. Yeah, that is pretty nifty.
I'm going to teach you something which later will help you to move your chi. When you chuck the ball, even minimally, you'll get more force coming out, energy coming out of your shoulders. Okay. Always start with the left, heart always towards the heart first. Keep your fingers together. Open the thumbs out wide, lock them. Now, gently extend the hand downward as if you want to reach the front. No, without moving the body. Don't move anything. Just flow downward slightly. Now reach forward. Keep inhaling. Chin down, and reach the sky. Now let the spine flow with you through the hands to the tip of your fingers. Now once it reaches there, turn the hands inward, keep your back straight, and now take your hands as far back as possible. Come back gently, change to right.
I'm definitely going to use that stretch at some point because it was essentially elongating my spine without really doing a workout to do so. And it was very simple.
Take them as far back as possible and relax. How does that feel?
That's good. I'm pretty certain I'll be using that pre-basketball especially, because basketball, contrary to popular belief, you need a lot of shoulder strength. That'll come in handy as a stretch.
Teach you something very simple. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Again, the same. We call this engulf. It's a very simple movement. You inhale. Keep inhaling until you reach the top. You turn the palms and you exhale and let everything in your body with the breath go down to your feet. The chi goes into the ground. It was a wonderful experience, as a matter of fact. I was not prepared for it. I thought it would be more confrontational, confrontational because it's difficult, I mean, you meet somebody who's more on the physical side, and I'm talking of something which is totally internal. But with Roshan, I found it to be very willing to understand new things, and willing to learn it, and willing to accept things, even though it was probably new to him.
If you were to compare me as opposed to him, he must be 20 kilos lesser than me. And he's 63, I'm 35. There's an energy that moves through, and suddenly he can move me. It made it more interesting for me to try and find out what strength is at this point. And as you were saying, I have natural strength. If me with natural strength was not able to take on someone almost 30 years older than me, then what is that strength worth? And if so, what can I do to better it? I think it's best to leave judgment at the door before you walk in. If short people are listening, that's your answer, by the way. Just do Tai Chi and because it's so inexplicable that people will be like, okay, then maybe there's something to it. Nothing the video can do, nothing I say, nothing I write will ever do justice to that feeling. It almost feels like it is electricity. It feels like that because no matter what you write, you can never describe it fully. And that's what it is in essence. So it's great. Try it out.